Hello, I'm LaWana Bradford with Tap In Magazine Network at the Leadership Experience Tour, and I'm excited to be joined by a dynamic couple, none other than Nancy Matthews and Barry Auchettl. And we are going to be unpackaging what it means to have aligned abundance in your life. Welcome, Barry. Welcome, Nancy.
Thank you.
So, Barry and Nancy, little personal question. You're in the U.S., you're in Australia. How did the Aligned Abundance connection begin?
That was a great question. Look, I was in Australia and I always knew that I was meant to be working in America. All my friends said, you're meant to be in America with the work you do. And I met Nancy in 2020, just before COVID. And of course, the whole world was shut down. And so in 22, when we were allowed to leave Australia, I actually hopped on a plane and started visiting all the southern states. And Nancy was the last point of call just to catch up. Anyway, I didn't leave. And that was 4 years ago.
I love it.
And we got married last year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been an exciting journey from that perspective. And when I met him in 2020, I wasn't ready for a relationship. I wasn't interested in a relationship. And quite frankly, over the 2 years between first meeting him and then getting to know him, and we got to know each other, we joined the same mastermind, so we became friends. And in that process, I learned of his work that he does, which is about clearing limiting beliefs and blocks. And he ended up clearing the block for me to have a relationship. Little did I know.
Sprinkle a little pixie dust on you, huh?
Exactly.
Let's unpackage that. Because we hear people talk about limiting beliefs and the bubble talk. What does that mean? And because it's at the subconscious level, how can people even uncover and discover that they do have these blocks in their lives?
Most of the time it's in our language. Like people will say something like, even if they say something positive, like, I believe in myself. And you can hear it in their voice that the back of their mind says, no, I don't. And you might say, someone says, I'll say 100 times until you believe it. And the subconscious mind is no pushover. So we could say, I believe in myself, I believe in myself. And the subconscious mind's going to sit there saying, no, you don't, no, you don't. So what's happened at the end of 100 times, you've actually created more of a negative belief. And so what I have the ability to do is to not only capture that, but to clear that subconscious block that says, no, I don't, so that when people say, I believe in myself, they really do.
I love that. So you're actually getting them in a state of awareness and in a state of reimagining.
That's
and
correct.
Then bringing into manifestation the truth and purity of who they are.
And for most people, it's simply starting with listen to your own talk. Not just what the words that you say, but what goes on at the back of your mind after you've said that.
I love that. Now, Nancy, I know you deal with NLP.
Yeah.
And you had a community, I guess it's still part of your community, Women's
absolutely.
Prosperity Network. How have you used that concept in helping women manifest? Because some people are like, it's just name and claim it and it will be instantly. But again, if you have that subconscious activity happening.
So what's interesting is I love, which because you're similar, right? I love the marketing and the strategy and hearing someone share their vision and say, this is what I want. And they get very excited about it. And I get excited with them, as you do. You say, okay, here's what you do. And then here's the recipe. And then they don't do it. Right?
Exactly, right.
So that was initially why I got trained in neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, so that I could help clear those blocks, right? So for me, if your life is not what you say you want it to be, there's some limiting belief. So the people who manifest like that have cleared those blocks. And at the core of a lot of it, my friend, is they believe they actually can have it and they deserve it. Deservingness is at the bottom of so much, right?
Yes. And I think women struggle with feeling worthy and deserving.
Oh, I know I did for a long time. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So Barry, you have, and correct me, but I know it's something with 2020, the visioning.
I actually started with helping people with eyesight. I actually got rid of Coke bottle glasses myself in 6 months. And so I started helping people get out of glasses. And then what I found is that the biggest issue wasn't what was going on with the eyes, it was what's happening behind the eyes. It's what we didn't want to see. And so I started working with a technique that I created called light body alignment to clear those blocks behind the eyes so that we can see clearer and with more depth. And I actually have a vision at the moment of clearing the windows that we all have so that we get to see each other directly and with eyes of love.
I love that. You both have very generous and giving spirits, and I love the energy here. I'm going to ask you a question. Give it a little thought. The Leadership Experience Tour Global is about to go to Hong Kong. So the whole movement about, the reach and the mission that Shawn Fair has is going to expand. How does Barry Auchettl and Nancy Matthews see playing a part in that?
I see it as a part of what we do already. We both already do international work. I've been in over 12 countries already. And really what I found in traveling the world is people are people. Like if we actually take away politics and religion, we're all the same. We're all just wanting to be the best we can to help our children and to make a difference in the world.
Barry, before you pass the mic, I want you to speak directly to our audience because people focus more on our differences than our similarities. What do you want to say to them?
I know from experience, from talking to people around the world, each one of you is unique. And I believe you came into the world not just as a number to fill up the numbers on this planet, but you came in this world to make a difference. And now is the time where each person needs to step up and make a difference in the world.
I love that. Before we get out of time, Nancy, what would you want to say as we kind of bookend we started off with, aligned abundance?
I will go there. And first, I need to speak about Shawn Fair's vision and mission in action with the Leadership Experience Tour.
Please.
So this is my first time. Over the 20 years I've been speaking, consulting, going to conferences, I've done a lot of these. This sits at the top of my list. And when you said Leadership Experience Tour is going global, we're about to go to Hong Kong, my little heart went, oh, I get to go too? And what I want to say to our viewers, our audience today, is say yes to the opportunity to share your message. I could go to Hong Kong myself, book a plane, make it happen, find the people. Yeah, Shawn's already doing it.
Yes.
I say yes.
Yes,
That's
say
what
yes.
I say. Yes. And then to your question, I had to get that in because I'm really excited. When Barry and I first got together as a couple, and people who knew both of us and knew our work because we had common friends at that point, they're like, "Oh, power couple, what you guys gonna do? Oh, we can't wait to see." And
We have 30 seconds.
this wise man said, "Let's wait, work on the relationship first." And in that process came the work of aligned abundance that we do together.
I love that. I love you need T-shirts. Like you have the Be the One T-shirt,
Yeah,
which I have. We need Aligned Abundance T-shirts.
Okay, I'm getting a new batch printed. Thanks for the
right.
tip.
Barry, Nancy, how can people connect with you?
Go to nancymatthews.com or
Go to www.lifevisionacademy.com.
Barry, Nancy, thank you so very much. To our listening audience, thank you for joining us for Tapped In Magazine Network. I am LaWana Bradford here at the Leadership Experience Tour. Be safe, be well.